Hey YouTube! Today I thought I'd talk about grounding techniques for anxiety and panic attacks. Anxiety is very common. Lots of people have it where they become anxious about, say, a presentation. Most people are anxious about a presentation they have to give. However, some people get affected a lot worse and struggle to concentrate, breathe, even struggle to get out of bed on the morning of the presentation because they're so scared of people judging them, staring at them, and they just can't face it. Anxiety stops people doing things. So I thought I'd talk about grounding techniques to try and stop anxiety stopping you from doing something. There's two types of grounding. There's mental grounding and physical grounding. Mental grounding words. Mental grounding is where you think of things to get your mind off the presentation or whatever else made you anxious. So by playing a game in your head, such as I Spy, or category games, such as, oh, let me list every single type and breed of dog I can think of. And then you go on to sorts of dogs and you're no longer panicking about this presentation that you have to give. Imagine's a great one. Like imagination, use your imagination. Think of unicorns. I don't know. Whatever makes you happy. Even think of a happy place. So, for example, your room is your happy place because it's comfortable, it's got all your stuff, all your pictures, stuff like that. Think of it. Just picture that and forget about the presentation that you have to give. There's saying a safety statement such as, my name is, I am safe right now, I'm in the present, not in the past. That's mainly for when you get anxious about past, like, oh my god, last time I did a presentation, this happened, and it all went wrong, and that will stop you moving on to do your next presentation. So say a safety statement such as, right now, all that matters is this presentation. The past presentation doesn't matter. It's gone. It happened. Yes, I messed it up. And yes, it could happen again. But right now is what matters. Right now, not the past. Reading something to yourself is good. Like maybe go through the presentation. Like slow your breathing down first. And then just go through it. Step by step. Line by line, sentence by sentence, word by word, just go, right, welcome, hello, my name is, this is the presentation about, and slow it down in your head, because it will help you slow your breathing down as well. Think of humour. That's always a good one, because that takes your mind out of just different mindset, i.e., oh, I'm panicking, I'm thinking about dogs. It takes you to a different emotion as well if you think about humour, so you think of something funny you watch, like, I don't know, Mrs. Brown Boys, for example, and you just think of the jokes, or you think about something you made funny, like a drunk night or something. You're like, oh, that drunk night was so funny, all of this happened. Then you've got physical grounding techniques, where you obviously are breathing hard, so you want something to slow down your breathing. I use a fidget cube. They are awesome, and I'm quite addicted to it actually because it's just fun to play with. But fidget cubes are great. You can click in time with your breathing. You click in time with your breathing. The faster you click to match your breathing at the time, so you're having panic, and then you click it. Then you just click and try and catch up with the breathing. Like keep your breathing at the. You click it. You can just play with it and fiddle around with it in your hand. It's probably brilliant. Recommend, if you've got anxiety, fidget cubes are brilliant because they help you take your mind elsewhere because it controls your breathing. My phone is just going mad. Controls your breathing. You can click it. Something to fidget with, take your mind elsewhere, and it's also something for you to do. So say you're presenting, you could do it quietly and just fiddle with it in your hand as you're presenting, rather than standing there going, I don't know what to do with my hands and where do I put them. You can just have this in your hand, quite hidden, and just kind of play with it. So this one, for example, is a guide, doesn't make any noise, so you could just be rolling it around in your hand, just guiding things, which is really awesome. It really works because it gives you something for your hands to do, so you're not panicking about where my hands are when you're trying to give a presentation, for example. Grounding, like literally ground yourself, dig your heels into the ground, like so you're literally, I am standing here, and ground yourself into the ground. Ground your heels, like into the ground, go, I'm here. If you're sitting down and you're anxious because something else made you anxious, grab hold of the chair, just physically grounding to the chair, so you can't be lifted out into your head or overthinking thoughts, just onto the chair. Shush, phone, please. Think about your breathing. Focus just on your breathing. Focus about slowing it down, calming it down, and controlling it. Because the more you breathe in a panic, the worse your anxiety / panic will get. It will mess it up more. You need to slow it down, bring yourself back to yourself. So you're breathing uncontrollably. You need it to bring yourself back to yourself and gather yourself. So don't just carry on in this frenzy of panic. Just take a moment, step back, go. I know it sounds silly, but it's what you need to do. And grounding techniques work, they just need a bit of practice, because obviously you're not going to snap out of anxiety just like that. You need to work at it, you need to just calm it down, just help every so often, every time you have a panic attack, every time you have an anxiety attack, just go, right, think, breathe, fidget, or even jump up and down. Like say you're in your house and you've just had a really stressful phone call with your mum, I don't know, and it's driving you mad, just jump up and down, because it gets the blood flowing, but then it's a physical way to show your anxiety. It's a visual, it's a way to make the anxiety visual, meaning you can focus on it going, right, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, this is how it feels, stop, kind of thing. Stretching helps. Feel the space around you, stretch in front, behind. I can't do it because I'm on the chair, but just stretch around, try and relax your whole body. Try and take a click, maybe click your fingers if that helps, but try and relax your whole body to help your mind relax, because obviously when you're anxiety or panic attacks, your mind's overkilling with overthinking and, oh my god, what happens if this happens and that happens, and they're all going to be staring at me and I can't cope and all of that. So try and calm your body down, which will help you calm your mind down. Walk slowly, like pace a little bit, but slowly. So the faster you pace, the more anxious you're going to get, but just pace slowly in a little section, going left, right, and focus on your feet, going left, right, left, right, left, right, and you just look at your feet, going left, right, and your whole body's calming down, your head's calming down, because all you're thinking is left, right, left, right, left, right, and that's wrong. Doing it with my hands, left, right, left. There we go. Just focus on little tiny things. Don't focus on what you're having to do, because the worst thing is having to do something that you don't want to do, but something you have to do. You have to do a presentation, otherwise you'll fail a module in your course, or you won't get the funding for your company or something. So it's something you have to do. the more you think, I have to do this, the more anxiety you're going to get. And just, you need to focus on staying calm, basically, because you can't just go, oh, I have to give a presentation. Oh, I'm anxious. I'm so anxious that I can't leave the house. I'm not doing it. It can affect how something goes. So your module mark, for example, or your company's funding, it's something you have to do, but if you decide that you're so anxious that you can't do it, it could affect your grade, your company, anything like that. So you've got to fight it rather than hide from it. Anxiety is something that needs to be fought. You need to go, right, I know I'm anxious, I know I don't want to do this, I know, but it's something that I have to do. If I can do it once, I can do it twice. If I can do it twice, I can do it 3 times. If I can do it 3 times, I can do it 4 times, and so on. And it helps you decrease your anxiety levels in general, which helps your anxiety get better over time. Because if you think, if I can do it once, I can do it twice. If I can do it twice, I can do it 3 times, and so on. And you can't just hide for the rest of your life. I mean, I know sometimes anxiety really hits and you're just like, I genuinely cannot do this. I will fall flat on my face, everyone will stare, everything. I just can't. And that's when you need the grounding techniques, whether it's mental or physical, or both. Depends what works for you. You just got to find one that works, stick with it, fight the anxiety, go, I know I'm anxious, but you, anxiety, you want me to fail. You want me not to go because that's why you're making me think I'm anxious. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fidget with this cube, control my breathing, and go to that presentation. I'm going to hate it as hell, but I'm going to go. I'm going to fight this anxiety. That's what you need to do. You need to find something that works for you and just go, that is how I fight my anxiety. It's definitely hard at the start, especially if it's something you really hate, such as standing on stage in front of people, because you're the centre of attention, stuff like that. But you just got to go, you know what, anxiety? Not today. Not today.